What did the Destiny 2 speedrunning community do in 2023? We soared to new heights, we crossed greater expanses, we broke into new territory, retread old ground, but most importantly, we grew. This year, we hit some unfathomable milestones, from reaching 10,000 members in the Speedrun Panel Discord server, to expanding our site to include the nearly 10,000 submissions since 2017, to hosting a speedrun tournament that raised over $6,000 for the Bungie Foundation. I'm proud of what this community has been able to accomplish. Let's take a moment to sit back, reflect, and watch some of my favorite runs from this year. This year was a busy one for raid speedrunners. Every single raid broke new minute barriers thanks to members from all over the community. In Last Wish, we saw the record drop a full 2 minutes, thanks to a ton of crazy innovation, including a solo skip to Shuro, pre-plating, the introduction of full DSM transitions, and the fabled once theoretical Morgith skip.
29. Nice, dude.
Oh, 1 second, let's go.
I think it might be a 28.
In Garden of Salvation, teams managed to realize one of the most unique strategies ever conceived for a Destiny 2 speedrun, doing 2 encounters at the same time. With the help of this new 3-3 strategy, we saw this raid drop to its first sub-9 submission.
38.
Yes! Good shit, 38 as a 3.
Yes!
Yes!
In Deepstone Crypt, several teams worked hard to grind the time down to where it stands today at a solid 10 flat. While I'm sure the sub 10 will come next year, it's impressive to see how many little segments the community was able to optimize this year in DSC, from 1-2 transition to the entirety of 3rd encounter.
What is it, Gunnar? What is it, Gunnar? What is it, Gunnar? What is it?
10:01!
In Vault of Glass, we saw the time drop below 17 minutes for the first time, thanks to a new in-progress rejoin skip, marking one of the first times a raid skipper isn't actually the one to complete a skip themselves.
Let's go! 16, let's fucking go! Let's fucking go, dude! Let's fucking go! Little commentation.
In Vow of the Disciple, on top of seeing the time drop nearly 3 minutes, we got to see the first ever mainstream use of the interdimensional res bridge in a Destiny 2 speedrun alongside a Caretaker 1 floor.
32! 32!
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!
In King's Fall, the community saw its first sub-13 run, as well as the first ever super desync strategy in a Destiny 2 speedrun, enabling a true one phase in the Daughter's encounter.
55. Good shit, boys.
On top of the existing 6, we also had 2 new raids released in 2023. Root of Nightmares, a community favorite, currently sits at an impressive 930, featuring breathtaking team transitions and extremely coordinated encounters.
Oh my god, what a kill, man. Good shit.
That was for the milfs, baby!
Good, but it was like, the kill was still good.
On the other hand, Crota's End was the subject of the first ever 6-man raid speedrun tournament, with the first ever sub 10 being achieved during the tournament itself.
And boom! 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 Oh my.
2023 was also a big year for dungeon runners. Some teams definitely went on a tear, allowing the speedrun.com team to actually delete several category splits for some runs deemed unbeatable thanks to various nerfs and patches. In the Shattered Throne, 2 runs really stood out to me, the first sub 5 solo as well as the runs leading up to the first sub 3 fire team. If you told Forsaken runners that Throne would be conquered in under 3 minutes back when it first launched, I don't think they'd have believed you, and yet here we are. Always a treat to watch older content refined and perfected. Speaking of older content, Pit of Heresy also had its duo and fire team categories beaten, besting records that were set during the ball dupe era that have held their ground for 2 years. Truly an impressive feat.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
What was it?
Prophecy also saw some optimization this year, with a new early transition from Hexahedron to Cal Echo, bringing the time down to a 5:23.
24. I hate this game.
After the success of the IRB skip in Vow, teams also implemented the same technique in order to get inside the Vandal box of the Fallen Shield encounter in Grasp of Avarice, and even with Bungie attempting to patch this method, succeeded in bringing the fire team time down to a 5:49 and the duo time down to a 7:22.
Got it right, you're so fucking ass, Ribbit. Nice, nice, nice.
Bungie also nerfed Shield Bash and its interactions last year, which caused Duality to receive a category split. After being untouched for most of this year, duality was finally lowered and unsplit, resulting in a fireteam 645 as well as a solo 1129.
44.
Although many players didn't expect Bungie to release another fast dungeon post year 4, Spire of the Watcher proved them wrong, with this year's final time ending at a solid 454.
Let's go!
As for the two most recent dungeons, Ghost of the Deep received a sub 10 fireteam submission, and Warlord's Ruin has ended at a sub 11 solo and a sub 6 fireteam after a back and forth with various Berserker developments.
Jesus, 941. Good fucking shit, guys.
A lot of levels were added and re-added to Destiny this year. Here are a couple of my favorites I'd like to highlight. First, an impressive 729 Duo Seraph shield time showcased what runners can do when they deconstruct a level from the inside out, inbounds, and out. Presage also re-entered the exotic mission rotator after taking time out of the sandbox, with a sub 3 fireteam and a low 5 solo being achieved thanks to some clean movement. Within the year 6 release, several movement intensive levels attracted a variety of runners to try them out. First Contact featured a mission with a ton of tight, cramped Warlock skating, while Breakneck, a Hunter run, marked the first ever speedrun panel Discord server bounty. Both these levels got impressive solo runs along with Headlong Time Trial and Partition Hard Reset, which caught the attention of runners as short missions with unique strategies involved. To shout out some older levels that got some love this year, Sealing Stasis was brought down to a 220 solo, and In the Deep was lowered to a 340. In addition to that, the new game categories also got some love from a variety of runners looking to lower the category's time with the new quest line changes. Another bounty that impressed me this year was the Solo Lightfall full game category, which received several submissions ending at a sub 56, with most of the individual missions surprisingly close to the records at the time. Finally, some of Destiny 2's most iconic and farmable lost sectors got some solid competition this year, with Chamber of Starlight ending at a 22, Aphelios Rest at a 27, Perdition at a 41, and Sepulchre at a 54 being some of my favorites. It's been a long and eventful year for Destiny 2 speedrunning, and when I look back at some of these achievements, I'm surprised that they even happened this year. We've really done that much. Thank you to everyone in the community that brainstormed ideas, tested strategies, and of course, grinded out the hours to showcase some truly impressive speedrunning at the highest level. Here's to another year of innovative and exciting runs from all of you.